For October 1st, 2025, this is DC Action News, reporting bravely and boldly from the center of the multiverse. I'm Alex Jaffe. Our top story? Batman and Robin have been shot. Last night, Robin assisted in apprehending a gang of moving truck robbers, but got in the way when local police began deploying lethal force under the new engagement orders of Commissioner Savage. After shooting the disarmed suspect, an unidentified officer turned his weapon on Robin himself. We think it's the third Robin, the nerd. Robin was cuffed and placed into a police wagon packed with no fewer than 8 violent criminals, who were given the opportunity to vent their frustrations on the Boy Wonder until Batman arrived to remove his sidekick from police custody. The dynamic duo escaped the scene, but not before one officer delivered a shotgun round into Batman's cowl. Commissioner Savage has unilaterally declared Batman and Robin enemies of the city, and intends to deploy all of Gotham's resources at his disposal to bring them in. A song and dance Gotham citizens have been hearing since year 1, but hey, maybe this time's the charm. This news follows a Batman sighting earlier tonight in Crime Alley, where the wanted terrorist Poison Ivy was seen away from her Seattle eco-cult compound to abduct Leslie Tompkins, director of the Thomas Wayne Memorial Clinic. Eyewitnesses report that Batman and Poison Ivy's fight ended quickly after Tompkins agreed to follow Poison Ivy back to Seattle willingly. But the fight's aftermath may explain how a plainclothes cop managed to drop a shotgun on him later that night. In Holstenborg, Greenland, the world-ending crisis of the week has been averted by the repeatedly thwarted Justice Society of America, thanks to the infusion of some new blood in the old organization. Johnny Sorrow and his Injustice Society used the Helmet of Fate to open an interplanar portal for the King of Tears and the Unnamed Ones, Cyclopean world killers from beyond the reaches of known reality. The portal was closed with the reclaiming of the Helm of Fate, thanks in large part to the JSA's newest recruit, a young Kid Eternity, imbued with the ability to draw on the power of any deceased hero. That's a new reason to keep listening to our Deaths and Resurrections announcements. For the JSA, every obituary is a power-up. From the Watchtower, the Justice League has issued an Omega warning for the incursion in our modern-day reality of Darkseid's Legionnaires from the 31st century. Estimates from the Time Trapper indicate that Darkseid himself is expected to reincarnate in our reality at some point before the end of the year, possibly this month. In the meantime, civilians have been alerted to remain on guard against flying young adults in rocky armor with a variety of strange powers ranging from bouncing to matter-eating, and to contact their closest Justice League representative upon contact. In tech news, is your child addicted to the Unreality? This new mobile immersive virtual reality game, which allows users to rebuild themselves however they imagine, has become the most popular software in the world practically overnight. The program, which incorporates solvable scavenger hunt campaigns, was allegedly built by the elusive teenage hacker known only as Vivi. The figure identifying himself as Vivi recently purported through the game to be the mind behind the PicTech technology shown off earlier this year, the most advanced camouflage tech on the market. Unreality players are flocking to Gotham City to begin the latest riddle campaign, with promises of a life-changing surprise at the end for all who make it there. The campaign begins at the proprietary pub Unreality in Upper East Gotham. Players are advised to be aware of possible involvement at their own discretion by Mad Hatter, Riddler, and other such thematically appropriate malevolent forces. Maybe it's a spellbinder thing. We now go to Earth Alpha for the latest from Absolute Alex Jaffe. Industrialist Oliver Queen has been found dead after speaking out against financier Jubal Slade. Recently the focus of specious, unfounded allegations of catering sex tourism for the wealthy class to a privately owned island. Peacemakers have ruled the cause of death to be a suicide, inflicted by a large spiked mace to his own cranium. Absolute Action News, sponsored by Lazarus Corp., has found no credible evidence of any such connection between Slade's associates and these accusations. To the contrary, many of Slade's business partners, including Veronica Cale, Hector Hammond, and the chief executive officer of JK Holdings, have recently formed a committee to investigate the terrorism by figures such as Superman, the Batman, and the Wonder Woman. They have appropriately titled this conglomeration the Justice League. Pursuant to this matter, the town of Smallville, Kansas has been occupied by an armada of Lazarus military forces to exact the force of authority on its crime-ridden local government, a heavily suspected harbor for the criminal Superman. None are permitted to enter or leave the town until the Superman has been apprehended by peacemaker officials. In a show of faith of Lazarus' martial capability in this matter, the head of Lazarus himself shall be seeing to this operation, personally. In the cosmic firmament, some astronomers have been attesting that the distant vegetable planet J586 has been destroyed by a sentient world wielding the power of a black star. These scientists have been interred at the Arc-M facility for psychological evaluation. There is no life beyond this world, and all on our perfect Earth is perfectly under control of peacemaker authorities. Be without fear. Thanks, Absolute Alex. In lighter news, minor New York-based social media celebrity hero Sideways is not in limbo. New footage on his Pixtagram account shows the arachnid-featured youth rescuing a cat from being hit by a truck in Midtown Manhattan. Adorable! And that's all the news on your Prime Earth. For DC Action News, I'm Alex Jaffe, and your day has now been saved. For more on these developing stories, read Batman number 2, Poison Ivy number 37, JSA number 12, Justice League, the Omega Act Special, Birds of Prey number 26, Absolute Evil number 1, Absolute Superman number 12, Absolute Green Lantern number 7, and Cheetah and Cheshire Rob the Justice League number 3. DC Action News was created by Alex Jaffe and is produced by Alex Jaffe and Esper Quinn. This is a listener-supported broadcast. Your contributions to patreon.com/DCActionNews keep us running. Special thanks to supporter Oliver Devine. If you'd like to join our cast and have any comments, questions, or ideas, write to us at show@DCActionNews.com. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast do not necessarily reflect those of DC or Warner Brothers, nor should they be read as confirmation or denial of future DC plans. Never stop reading comics.